So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Darnold. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try to make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw is caught here by Anderson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Darnold's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 14. Draw play, Darnold giving to McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 4th down, Darnold. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Franks now to throw on 1st down. He gets it complete to Harris. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On first down, here's Franks. Complete. It's Henry. And some room to maneuver. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Franks now. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A first down throw. Here's Franks. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys...
And it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Sliding out of the pocket. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Burris. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Carolina. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Frank's throw into the hands of Henry here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Franks. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Off the play fake. Here's Franks. And caught by Henry.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Setting up play action. Franks. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On 1st and 10, Franks. And he fires one incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And they go play action with Franks. And that is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. Reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2. So that challenge, a successful one. Franks will throw for it on 4th down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
What an excellent.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Folk connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now then, the big play. play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. 43 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Darnold from the gun. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. He's at the 40, 20,
I'm
10.
the best in the game. I'm the best.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. The Frank's looking to throw. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. It got his man complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Franks, third down from the gun. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Working out of the gun, Franks. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Escaping the pressure right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got this down to the 35. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and
touchdown! That's caught at the 1. Damian Harris, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Now Franks. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was
and this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Next to score, it's 24. Panthers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Franks. He's got the connection to Cooper.
Franks pass complete to Amari Cooper. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Franks now on 2nd down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, here's Franks. He'll buy some time right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Franks now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's Smith to return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action. Franks letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. From the gun, Franks. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Open man here, the tight end, Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A first down throw. Here's Franks. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Franks off the bootleg here, sliding out of the pocket. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Franks. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the 4th quarter, a time you'd think they'd be running the football. They're still tossing it around and having great success, and it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
Franks now to throw on 1st down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's Smith to return it. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And now here is another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he's got some space here. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Franks. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he's brought down. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all. Haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. That one looks like he'll throw here. Touchdown! Damian Harris, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Smith to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, Darnold. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now a 2nd down and 6. Again, Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Darnold. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Pats are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.